Welcome to the Dark Dungeon Media.
Hello and welcome to the Dark Dungeon Media podcast. I am your host, Sniper, and this is my co-host from the depths of hell itself, Satan.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going, mate?
No, not so bad. It's a nice, cloudy, rainy day here.
Isn't it always?
Not always, no, just during the springtime.
Mm-hmm. So, some interesting things have been happening in the news over here, especially to do with the royal family.
All right, do tell. What's happening?
Well, Kate Middleton is basically suing the the hospital that she received abdominal surgery for basically leaking her medical history and documentation.
Oh, dang.
3 people, according to my research, 3 people have been suspended.
Dang. Someone's losing their license.
Aye. Yes, which, not always the best,
Mm-hmm.
So let me just bring something up. So this is from the Independent newspaper. I can bring that up on stream if it's needed.
Oh, yeah, might as well.
Okay, just bear with us. Let's switch over to this one. Give me a moment. Putting that in dark mode so I can fucking read. So, let me just present this.
There goes the YouTube monetization when we get it.
You're so funny.
Oh. Best part about it is we can probably play copyrighted music as small streamers, just not all the time.
No, we can't play that at all.
No, that's a rip. My cats want to join the stream.
Oh, lovely. So it's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay. And we're just going to do that. So, here we go. 3 people have been suspended for allegedly accessing the Princess of Wales medical records while she was undergoing abdominal surgery. They could potentially face disciplinary action for breach of data and may be charged with criminal offences by the Data Protection Act. Well, Watchdogs and face an unlimited fine if they are found to have unlawfully accessed her records. The King's personal data was not compromised during the alleged data breach at the London clinic, according to the Daily Mirror. The Daily Mirror is another news outlet for us over here, another newspaper.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Justin Wellerby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, warned that society was becoming obsessed with conspiracy as he criticized those speculating about Kate's health. And we have a little quote here. We have little sense of the humanity of those who are caught in the glare of the news. That's what the Archbishop said.
Okay.
It does not matter who it is. People should be allowed to be ill and have an operation whenever it is, and to live their lives in peace without everyone demanding that they prove something every other day. Kate is understood to be easing back into her normal life by focusing on her campaign dedicated to improving lives of newborn babies after having abdominal surgery in January. So, how do you think this could potentially shape the UK NHS system? What are your opinions on this?
My question is, why did they need to access her records when it wasn't needed?
You've heard the saying, sticking your nose into something that doesn't concern you.
For all,
Just being nosy people. That's all the only reason I can think of. Or potentially using the information that they access to get a payday off one of the newspaper outlets. That is just my hypothesis and conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure about that. I'd have to probably read up more on that for my own opinion.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got one viewer on Twitch and then one viewer on YouTube. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That Botrix is one of our bots.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically telling us that it's here. No, we didn't start early. Cutie, we did not start early. We started bang on time, actually.
Yes, we did. 1:30 on the dot.
Aye. Don't like to keep our audience waiting.
No.
So, I don't understand why people feel the need to violate what you guys would call HIPAA and look at someone else's medical records when they're not involved in any form of medical decisions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If a doctor did that here, that's not only him getting fired, but a lawsuit towards him.
So if you see my head turning over to this way, it's because I am checking chat on my other monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Same with going to this way as well. Making sure everyone is happy, you know. So it's very unusual. It's very unusual for me to understand that a medical professional is being allowed access to medical records that they are not involved in. It's just crazy. Things like that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I agree with that, at least.
It's just bizarre. It's uncalled for.
It really is, yeah.
But that's just my opinion on the matter.
And that's just a theory. A game theory.
So, is anything interesting been happening where you are?
Officials seized the 12-foot, 750-pound alligator from a pet alligator from a man when he did not have the license to take care of it or anything. He is crying out to the officials
Do
to
you
bring his
have
pet.
a link for that?
Yes, I do. Hold up.
Yeah, send it in the private chat. So our personal private chat on StreamYard.
Yeah,
You'll see the private chat. Send it in there for us, and I'll bring it up on stream.
okay, hold up 1 second. I gotta get it off of my phone then. One minute here.
Not a problem.
Someone did not sound happy. In the comments or chat, because I'm only seeing that.
You'll see a thing that says private chat. So it might just say chat. Comments are what's being broadcasted on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Let me just. Oh, sorry, my bad. That should not have popped up. It's slightly annoying the way all this is coming together because of the way I'm having to like capture the screen from on OBS. So when I bring up certain things, it just kind of overlaps. So I do apologize for those that are on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble that you are seeing things that you should not be seeing. If I copy this link, I'll bring it up. Oh, okay. Apparently, I won't bring it up because I can't access it in my region.
Do I need to read it?
No, because what I can do. Bear with me. It was just region locked. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
So, bear with me. Let me just move over to that. Sorry about this, people. I'm not used to using StreamYard as a software just as of yet. Here we go. So, if you want to read the thing for us, that'd be great.
Yes, I will have to go to the article myself on my phone because I
Can
cannot
you
see
bring it
that
up on
tiny print on here.
the laptop?
Yes, hold up one sec.
Do it that way, mate.
Let me read it up on. Let me bring it on. Yeah.
Or the other alternative is you can steal your girlfriend's phone.
Yeah, that is true.
Or tablet, or if she's got a tablet or whatever, you know.
All right. Okay. I'm on a. What did I send it through the KFOR? Okay. I want to make sure I have the right article and I'm not.
No, I get it.
Reading something else. Okay. Earlier this week, a New York man wants his alligator returned home after the animal was seized earlier this week. Tony I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Tony Cavallaro said he returned to his Hamburg house in the suburban Buffalo on Wednesday morning after running an errand and found several law enforcement agencies outside with a warrant. Everything they did to me, they treated me like a terrorist, Cavaro said. Officials took his 12-foot, 750-pound alligator in a truck. Authorities said they turned the animal over to a licensed caretaker who will house and care for the animal until it can properly transported for a permanent care. But Cavaro said he wants his lifetime pet back. He owned Albert for 30 years and said he has treated 34-year-old gator like a child. He bought the alligator at an Ohio reptile show when it was just 2 months old and considered him an emotional support animal.
Considered it
That's not the weirdest thing
alligator
I've heard.
as an emotional support animal. Only in America, folks. Only in America.
Only in America. Oh man, he also put in $120,000 custom edition onto the back of his house to make a room for Albert.
Sorry, I've just put you in center frame.
Oh, no worries.
So, he basically made an extension to his building, and put it on just so he could. Sorry, my bad. I wish it wouldn't do that, but it's doing. Never mind. So, give me a second. I can't do it yet. I'll have to do it after stream and figure out why it's automatically switching to different sections. But yeah, so you're telling me he built an extension just for this alligator?
Yeah, $120,000 extension.
And the local animal control, is it? Or police department just stole
There was several law enforcement agencies, is what it says.
So would that be like the fish and wildlife agencies and things like that?
Most likely game warden.
Yeah.
What else? Animal control to get it. And a few other things, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm not being funny. To take care of an alligator, you must have some fucking big cojones.
Oh, yeah, you do. You definitely do, because that bite force.
Well, they only have powerful bite down force.
Well, yeah.
They don't have the up force to because you can hold an alligator's mouth shut with your hands.
Oh yeah, easily. That's why
With
they
just-
duct tape them when they catch them.
Yeah, they don't have the strength to. There's no upper muscle strength to lift the jaw open, really. But the bite down force is incredible on them.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. We have a few gators here in Oklahoma and the Oklahoma zoos or whatnot. They're about I'd say about 8 foot, 8 to 10 feet long. I haven't seen the biggest. Maybe I haven't been there in a while, but yeah, they get pretty big here too. So for it being a 12-foot gator, dang.
12 foot. Oh, I thought it was 8 foot. Fucking hell.
Oh, 12 foot. Yeah, 12-foot gator, 750 pounds.
So for if we've got any European audience here, 750 pounds is roughly about 315 to 320 kilo, which is some decent weight. Some decent weight. Bloody hell! That is some impressive.
Oh yeah,
impressive weight. So what else has been happening with you personally? If you want to divulge, anything interesting?
Nothing really interesting. I got my security guard license just recently, so I can finally, start working as a security guard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hopefully get some contracts off of that for my company or something.
Nice. Well, as you know, we've talked about this in detail before. Myself, follow the line of security work. But I'm on the back end of it. I'm the one that's giving the orders and telling people where to go, like a dispatcher.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have? So I'm just looking up news articles while we're currently on air.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Did you hear about the basically Ukraine going nuts at Russia with their kamikaze drones?
No, I did not. Will you explain that?
Yeah, so the US they've had this technology for a while. Basically what it is I don't know if you've ever played the game Call of Duty where you had the hunter killer drone.
Yep.
It's basically that.
Okay.
So from what I can tell, it's sorry, let me just grab something quickly. Don't mind me. So this is what I found yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from give me a second. Just drop that. This is yeah, whatever, I don't care. It's probably because of this. Yeah. So, this is what I found yesterday. Putin's prized 130 million blackjack bomber targeted as Russian airbase blown up by Ukraine.
If my computer will load, I could actually bring that article up too, because I found that one too the other day.
Mm-hmm. I think I put it in the Discord for us.
Yeah. Which site are you using? Daily Mail? Daily Express?
No, this is from the Express. Russian airbase housing Vladimir Putin's prized supersonic blackjack bomber was targeted in Ukraine in a Ukraine kamikaze drone attack. This article was on yesterday, Wednesday. So this would have been Tuesday. So Tuesday night, full blasts were heard in the high security Eagle base in Russia. In Russia's, I apologize if I pronounce this, Saratov region. Home to Putin's Tu-160 Blackjack and Tu-95 Bear and the Tu-22 Strike aircraft. All three are capable of carrying dirty projectiles, but have been deployed on conventional bombing runs throughout the 2-year conflict. Independent Russian media outlet Astra said sources indicated that 3 out of 4 drones struck the base with security cameras capturing multiple explosions. Ukraine media today confirmed that the strikes have been carried out by the military intelligence agency. So, to me, that is just bonkers.
Well, then again, not that I don't trust the news, but I don't trust the news. How much of this is real? How much of this is what do they call it?
Propaganda.
Propaganda, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting into the hard to talk about topics. To me, it's one of those. It's a very difficult one because you've got multiple news sources portraying the same information.
That are all a part of NATO, though.
Not all of them are part of NATO. That's the thing.
From what Google is saying, these countries that I know of are part of NATO, from what I'm seeing so far, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, NATO are, from my understanding, are preparing for, shall we say, military action if needed. I don't think NATO are currently being deployed as in frontline deployment from what I've read so far. But it'll be interesting. My thing is, though, is your hands are blocking your face, mate.
Sorry.
My thing is NATO, is Putin insane enough to actually use dirty projectiles?
I'd say so. I mean, just look at the Ukraine war right now, or the Ukraine and Russia conflict.
Yeah, but he's not actually fired any dirty, nuclear material.
That we know of, that they're not reporting. Because we know that Russia in the past has had biochemical weapons.
Biochemical is different to nuclear.
That is true. That is true.
And that's the thing. I don't understand why people just can't live in peace. That's the main thing for me. It's absolutely bonkers why we all can't just get along. You know.
Oh yeah.
I know we're not always going to respect everybody's, opinions and political stances and things like that, or at least agree with them, but it should be respected.
Exactly.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions and their own political views, and that's perfectly fine. You have them views, you have them outlooks, but don't go around and causing trouble just because you don't believe in them views or outlooks. It's like a lot of the stuff that's happening in the States with Biden and Senor Trump.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is, there was a situation that happened either, I think it was last week, early last week or the week before, where a non-documented individual killed somebody else, and Biden basically called him an illegal, but apologized that he called him an illegal after killing somebody, or unaliving them, should I say.
You also gotta admit that Biden is a little senile. It looks like he's getting dementia or Alzheimer's.
Well, not according to his doctors. His doctors are saying, he's good.
Got to cover that stuff up. Got to have a president that can do the work.
Me personally, this is like I said, guys. This is my personal opinion,
and mine.
I think he's being used. Being used as a sock puppet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's a little Pinocchio. Someone else has got all of them strings and just going woo.
Oh yeah, definitely
pulling them strings, telling him what to say, what not to say, how to act, how not to act, and things like that.
Oh. Too bad we're not getting much of a chat, though. It'd be fun to have some.
I know. But don't forget, the channels were only created on Monday.
That is true.
It'll take time. I've got a funny feeling we'll do this is just my opinion. We'll end up doing 50 to 60 podcasts with very little to no review, and then we might rock it.
Hopefully.
But talking about that, we do have a guest on next week's podcast.
Yes, we do.
A game developer. They're going to be joining us. Currently in development of a indie horror game. So that'll be nice. We'll get some of the, shall we say, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Thank you. Behind the scenes imagery, things like that, and the talks of what potentially may be happening in the future once this development's released. So that'll be good to look upon.
Oh yeah.
So that's something exciting for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe we're allowed to, if I'm not mistaken, speaking with them yesterday, next week we will be allowed to show one of the development logs.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get all that information for next week.
Get to see what it's all about, too. Sweet, nice, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit behind the scenes, a bit of gossip, get it moving out there. Get some traction. So let's switch topics up a little bit here. Let's appeal to our tabletop RPG crowd, our nerds. And let us go into a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Me personally, I'm not too happy with what Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are doing with the new version of D&D.
What is it that they are doing? I have not read up on that.
Oh, we are dying. Oh, he's back.
I am back.
From my understanding, from what I've read now, a lot of these articles and are opinions of other people and hearsay. So I can't 100% say the fact. From my understanding is they're making one D&D 100% subscription based. So you will not be able to do anything unless you have a subscription.
Ooh, that's going to make a lot of people mad.
Yeah, but there is good parts to that as well as the bad parts. The good part is if you find yourself going into one D&D later down the line, and they've released a few campaign books and assets. My understanding is if once you buy the subscription, you will be given access to it all without having to do what you do with the D&D 5e and buy all the individual content.
Okay.
Which, trust me, is expensive. You're looking in the range of about, this is just a guesstimate, $1,500 for every single piece of D&D 5e material officially released.
Yeah. Not including
that's not third-party releases.
Oh, yeah. And that's not also including, like, if you want to go back in time and play 4E, 2E, 3E,
We don't talk about 4. 4 was
Why
a
not?
disaster.
Why was 4 a disaster? I've never played 4E.
It was absolutely horrible. It was imbalanced. You couldn't really do anything. It was just a horrible system the way they set that one up. 5e, when they designed 5e, they went back to Pathfinder, which was supplied by a different company, but they did D&D 3.5, and that's where they've taken a lot of inspiration from that version and just made it more, I won't say better, because 3.5 was a very good system. They just updated a few things and balanced a few things out. Some of it isn't the best, but that's what you get. And a lot of the time, it's they're saying that we have rules as written or rules as intended, and that's down to your DM, your dungeon master, how he wants to do it. Is he going to be a strict, this is how the rules are written, or is he going to be a guy that goes, this is how I interpretate the rules?
Okay.
The rules as they are meant to be intended, not as they are written. And we are getting a little surprise swoosh of a tail.
Sorry, that was my fault.
I gathered that.
As I said, they want to be in the podcast too.
Yeah, I gathered. I know, obviously, I'm a big D&D person.
My cats also want to take me out of the podcast.
By the looks of it, yeah. I know, me personally, I'm a big D&D advocate, especially for 5e. I'm a dungeon master myself. I've been playing D&D since second edition.
Okay.
So I've been playing for coming up to 16. Well, no, coming up to this will be my 17th year. I'm in my 17th year of doing D&D. I've been playing for 16 years, and I've been dungeon mastering for the last 8 of that.
Oh, dang.
Yes, I am a giant nerd. But, and as you know, you're in one of my campaigns. How do you think it is? So this is your time to give me public hate, public feedback on it. How do you think it's going?
It's going all right so far. Not for my character, though. Everyone hates on my character. He's definitely going to have a villain arc, whether the party knows it or not. For all I know, my character just might, go away from the party and turn into the BBEG,
Well, that's something we'd have to discuss behind off camera, behind the scenes. So information isn't being divulged that shouldn't be divulged.
Oh yeah. Don't want to have that recorded and the party be like, what?
So what do you think of the current campaign storyline?
The current campaign storyline is actually quite interesting. I really like it from my previous DM. My previous DM was quite imaginative, but not as imaginative as it could have been, like you are.
Okay. Well, I'll take the compliments. By all means, this is your time to voice your true opinion live to the world. If you think it's absolutely doggy doo-doo, by all means, let us know. Let us know your true thoughts.
I like it, quite frankly. It's a good
I promise you I
line.
won't smite you when we join session next.
But no, I actually quite like the storyline. It's quite good, even though we still have yet to find out what the BBEG is of the world and stuff. For all we know, it could be Vecna.
Cutie Bean literally typed in, "Oh, he's 100% having a villain arc," and that was sent in for on Twitch. If they was on YouTube, I'd be able to pull their comment straight up on screen.
Oh,
but unfortunately, I can't do that as of yet.
Oh. If you know my DM, but he's very imaginative and I enjoy his sessions very much, she says. Oh, that's nice. If you know my DM. But, now, what are some of your plans, like, that you can indulge, that you can say for the story? Like, what is your plan?
You're putting me on the spot here, man.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're having a D&D session in 2 days.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to get the inside scoop. As you know, a lot of my stuff is off the cuff. It's improvised. It's on the spot. 90% of it. I do have a timeline plot point of where I want you guys to be. But whether you as a party follow the hints and tricks and things that I leave and drop in, is another question. Trying to control a party in D&D is very difficult because what you got to realize is with D&D, it's an open fantasy world. The party can decide to literally go anywhere. And as a DM, you can't restrict that. Now, you can guide them the way you want them to go by contracts, quest lines, and things like that. But the issue is the party doesn't have to accept them. And then, you can, especially for me, for someone who ends up doing a lot of this, you can spend 4 to 5 months or 2 months, working on a quest line or something in that nature, which could be exciting, which could offer plenty of combat, interesting developments for character, linking character backstories into the actual ongoing campaign. And it gets very difficult when the party doesn't seem to go the way you expect them to go. And you realize, you come to realize if you ever DM yourself, it's you end up throwing a lot of your work away, and you can't get discouraged by that, because that's not what the party want to do. They want to go down their own path, and they always will. And as a DM, you try to guide them the best way you can to the story you have set out. Does it always work that way? No, it doesn't. But to answer your question, I do have some exciting things lined up if you get to where you're meant to go. I don't want to reveal too much as you're one of my players, and we just got a comment here. My DM is the best I've ever had. Very imaginative and creative. He's genuinely the best I've seen, and I've always enjoyed the sessions, and I'm always waiting for the next. I don't know if you know him. Do you know the DM they are talking about?
Probably.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Cutie. Yes, you are one of my players as well. Nice to see you in the chat. Now, you've been bouncing around as my moderator.
Oh, yeah. As a DM or anything, in your 17 years of DMing, I know some DMs do this, but do you have a DM's walking castle in any of your sessions in the past 17 years of DMing?
Oh. Do you want to elaborate on that and give a little bit more detail into the question, into the answer that you're wanting to seek?
So a DM's walking castle is an event that you want to happen, but say the player left the town or something, but you leave that NPC to wander off into the world. Say they go to a different city. If they go to that city or whatnot and they trigger that event, that's basically a DM's walking castle.
Yes. I do have a lot of them. A lot of my NPCs and players that have been involved in my campaigns, you will end up, ex-players that have been here, apart from the ones that have been completely 100% disruptive and not listening and things like that. You will end up running across them as NPCs, and my world is constantly moving. So when you guys are doing things in the background, what you guys can't see, I'm on other maps, moving things around. I am, on my plot points, right, this event might trigger, and I'm if I don't know if you've ever heard, I'm constantly rolling die. And that's not because of what you guys are doing. That's because of what other people are doing that you don't know about.
Okay. Now, not in this session, but let's say previous sessions, what is one walking castle that you actually made follow the party, if ever? Because you wanted that event to happen.
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
So, okay, because let's say if this has ever happened, you had a DM's walking castle event that you wanted to happen, so you had to just follow the party. What was that like, if you ever had that?
One of my old campaigns, I'm going back 4 or 5 years ago. An event triggered that. What happened was one of the players, they was in the campaign for I think it was close to 18 months, and then hang on.
My hair's not gray, is it? Oh God, it is.
You're getting old, my friend.
Part of my beard's white.
I think it's the background image you're using. What I'll do is I'll send you this image file, and you could add that onto your background. If you bear with me, I'll just send you this image over.
Oh yeah, I'll use it next stream. I don't mind the white hair.
Yeah, I know, but it's just another virtual background you can use. Let me just grab the file. There we go.
Cutie says she has a question about a session.
Okay. You're in the chat. You're live with your DM, so it's your time. And if I can't answer it, I just won't answer it. There is that.
But as she's typing it, what were you saying? The event that you wanted to happen?
Yeah. So basically, what it was is one of the NPCs stumbled across. Oh, we lost Satan. Oh, there he comes. He's back.
There we go.
I don't know what happened there.
All right, but go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, one of the it was to do with the backstory. I don't want to go too much into it and bore people because retention rate and D&D can be quite boring for some people. So this happened. It was going to happen with this player regardless, but family things, family wise, got in the way. And, they had to bow out the campaign. But, their character NPC triggered this catastrophic event. Which basically, you guys have already had some lore about this. Some of the players have, anyway. And that's what's currently set the world as you know it now.
Oh, okay. So our world is based off of previous sessions. Okay.
Yeah. My work. So the way I do it is every campaign that I run in the same world. But what happens in a campaign creates the history for a new campaign.
Say like 100 years down the line or something.
Yeah, or it could be 750 years down the line. And oh no. Do you want to read that comment?
Is Asti preggers because you rolled after spicy time?
You will have to find out when we start session.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, find out next time on the Dark Dungeon D&D.
Close enough.
No, completely two different things.
Rip the man who created DBZ, though. Flat hammer, man. All right. Do you have any other questions besides how the storyline's going for me or anything about D&D? Like,
what do you mean?
Kind of like how I'm asking about previous sessions or something.
Not really. I already have an idea of where your character's going. Just by how you play your character.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
See, what you've got to realize that as a DM, I'm not thinking. You're thinking of how your character and what you're doing with your character and what's currently around your surroundings. as a player character. As a DM, I am thinking 12 months in advance.
Okay. So it's like you're trying the character shape. It's like you're shaping the characters yourself as well.
Yes, through your character's actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cutie asks, do you ever get annoyed when we roll high checks or low checks, making you change the storyline slightly?
Sometimes, yes. I can't lie. Yeah, definitely. Because I'll set a DC, which I think, oh no, they'll never get this. And I can keep this bit hidden. And then all of a sudden, I'll get someone, nat 20. God damn yous. And then I have to reveal something that I didn't want to reveal.
What was one thing you didn't want to reveal to Beans, but you had to because I rolled high?
Some of the, to be quite honest, some of the cult lore.
Okay.
I wanted to keep that more hidden than you discovered. But because you discovered it, that led into a cascade of other people wanting to do research and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. We don't talk about Bruno.
Talk about Bruno.
Let's just do this because I think this might be better. There we go.
Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Now, as a DM, oh, go ahead.
There we go. Just move the camera.
As a DM, what is the most problematic player you have ever had?
What, in this campaign or all of my campaigns I've run?
All of your campaigns throughout everyone.
To be quite honest, the murder hobos.
The murder hobos?
Yeah.
Explain that.
So, I'm not liking this view. Give me a second. I want to change it. There we go. Change it back. The murder hobos, the ones that want to go around and just kill everything, regardless. A guard stops them. Oh, I'm going to shank him. Or an NPC peasant runs up to them and goes, "Ask, what are you doing here?" "Oh, I cast fireball," and blows up a whole town, and sets it on fire and basically causes utter chaos. They are the hardest ones to DM, and a lot of the time you end up having to call it quits or remove that particular player that's wanting to do that, because it's not the whole party. It's generally just one or two players that bring it down for everybody. Sometimes you can get away with it by talking to the players and saying, "Hey, look, stop killing everything that you see." Because you've just killed your quest master that was going to give you a quest, without you even realizing it. And that makes it difficult for a DM to come up with new branches of contracts and quest lines that you could potentially take. So currently, right now, as you guys are aware, you're going to be traveling some fur distance. But there's nothing stopping you.
Right?
Something around like that, yeah. There's nothing stopping you guys from stopping in at these little towns and taking other contracts and other forms of work. Because you're not really on the current contract that you're in. You're not on a time crunch. There's no deadline.
Okay. Now, as a DM,
that you are aware of.
As a DM in this session, or the current session that you're doing, what is something that you want your players to do more of?
Interact with each other.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Explain.
create more role play scenarios with all of the characters. You know, when I say to you, you know, I know we've gone quite a long time talking about D&D, and I promise we will change the subject soon. But my co-host is very interested in this topic, and with it being our first podcast, I said, "Fuck it, we'll go nuts."
Yeah,
talk about whatever we want. And the thing is, it's our podcast, and we will do that.
And who knows?
But,
maybe it'll just be a D&D podcast, and then whatever else after. You know, talk about D&D first, and then other topics after. Get that out of the way.
We could go that way. You know, it depends. It depends on what our. Like I said, we're very new to all of this, and when we build our audience, we will get more things from them.
Exactly.
And talking about getting more things from our audience, if you check the descriptions of the videos, check out the channel infos, you will see a link to our Discord. If you do click on that, you will get direct access into the Discord. There is some of the content which is locked currently at the moment because we're still in development of the Discord. But by all means, stop in, say hello. We will. Generally, what I'm going to hopefully do, if we don't run on too long with the podcast, is we will pop in the Discord and talk to you lovely people for about 30 minutes to an hour after streams. I think that's fair.
Oh yeah, that does sound fair.
You know, after streams we'll try and pop in and talk to you lovely people.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be probably chilling there for about 10-15 minutes. If anyone shows up, we'll then extend the time where they're in there. If no one shows up, then we will just dip out.
Yep. But as you were saying though before that.
Yeah, so when I ask, oh, there he goes again. We'll bring him back as soon as he comes back. There we go.
No. Let's try this again.
Yeah, so like I said, more interaction between you and the other party. Interacting with other members of your current party. So when I go like, oh, what are you guys doing now? And what are you guys doing here? What are you guys doing there?
Mm-hmm.
Try and find interesting ways to create potentially new storylines. Because what you got to realize is I'm always listening to what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think, oh, there's a thread that I can pull on, and I can pull on that thread, and then that whole thread can become a whole new storyline.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like the cult stuff.
Yeah, kind of like the cult stuff. It'll create its own new web of entanglement.
I see. Now, go ahead.
Go on.
Now, in your current session, what's one walking DM that's far away from us that you wish we would have gone to? Or what one walking castle?
Can't reveal that.
Because we know the person, I'm guessing?
I can't reveal that. Okay, cutie. Not a problem. Thank you. Just keep monitoring that chat.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about this. There we go. Just had to lean and grab something out of the fridge. There we go.
So I have my fridge right here. But there's no water in it.
Yeah, and there's things that like I said, as because you are a player in my campaign, and I don't want to spoil things for you. I want it to naturally happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's things I can't really say.
Yeah. Now, trying to think of other questions or anything. Now, what do you think is in store for Beans then, since you said you know how I play?
I can't really answer that either because that's going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
I want you to find that out naturally.
Okay.
But the thing is, I could say something now, and what I say could change your entire arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'll always be in your mind as a player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just one of them things. I don't want to say too much that could potentially alter how you play.
Okay.
Even though you do play kind of annoying at times, but you know, that's your character style.
Exactly. Just wait till Beans dies if he does. You get Bogo the Clown Doctor.
Why? Why do you do this to me?
Because who wouldn't want an Oathbreaker cleric or paladin clown that failed medical school?
Me. I do not want that.
You just don't want the clown voice.
I just don't want that as a character, full stop. But, you know.
What's wrong with Bogo's the failed doctor?
What's right with it?
He pulls out a balloon mallet to cure his patients, you know?
We're not going there. No. No. I am diverting the subject. So, do you follow politics at all?
I try not to. I try not to get involved in politics.
But you are an American citizen and your voice does matter. How little of an impact it will have, but it still does matter.
Yes, it will matter. I'll vote who I want to after I do the research when the time comes. But till then, it's just I don't have an opinion. I try not to get into it.
So when do the polls open in the States for your general election?
I believe either this December or next January.
Okay.
And then we will have our president, whether it be Biden again. I know Trump's running. I don't know who else is running it right now that's still in the running.
Is Trump still allowed to run with all these allegations that are being...
Yes, he is, because he got them acquitted, most of them.
Okay. See, I don't really follow too much on American politics. That's why I'm asking an American.
Oh, yeah. I read up on that when it happened and stuff. It was like most of his charges did get acquitted. The stuff that he did get found guilty on is just most likely tax evasion, I'm guessing. And he's just going to have to pay the IRS back or a fine.
So, isn't that a felony? Thank you.
I mean, it can be, but with rich people, they can just get off with paying a fine.
Right. Okay. So that's some like white collar shit.
Yeah, basically.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to think of what else we could potentially go, an avenue we could go down. We've got another 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
I
can
don't
go
want
down
to
the video game route if you like video games.
see. My video game taste is very boring to a lot of people. I'm a big simulation game player.
Mm-hmm.
So things like Farming Sim, Euro Truck, American Truck Simulator, things like that.
Okay.
They're my type of avenue, which to me, yes, they are very good games. They're very relaxing. But it's give me a second. There we go. Oh, actually, let me just move that off frame. There we go. That'll do. It's just one of them. I go back. Oh, it's going to stay there now. Oh, fuck it. It's one of them things that a lot of people find boring because it's not exciting. To me, I find it's good. It's relaxing. It's one of them games that I can sit for a good few hours and just play.
Mm-hmm. Now, you say you like simulator games. Have you ever tried No Man's Sky?
We do not talk about No Man's Sky.
Why is that?
Because it's dreadful. It's awful. It's number one. It's not what the developers promised. And it's just not my type of thing.
When was the last time you played it? Is when I'll ask next then.
I think it was 2 months after release.
2 months after release.
Access.
Yes, the game was not that then, but it is that now after all the updates and stuff. I will say it is worth playing now. Because you can finally actually build a base, you can drive cars, you have mech suits and stuff.
It might be one of them ones worth looking into again.
Mm-hmm. Because I find it quite relaxing. If you want to be a pirate, you can be a pirate. If you want to be a trader, like just go sell goods from other planets.
Is it multiplayer?
Yes, it is multiplayer. And the best part about it, it's cross-platform.
Okay. So we could potentially set up our own little piracy ring.
Mm-hmm. I want to buy all the races.
Are you able to steal other people's like ships?
If they have their freighters in the solar system and you find them or whatnot, and let's say we travel through a portal that's a known Easter egg or something, you will find other players there. If they have their freighters in there, you can shoot their cargo ships and take their cargo.
But can you take their ships? Is what I'm getting.
No,
at.
you cannot take their ships. What you can do is blow them up indefinitely, where they'll have to go out to distant planets to repair them, though, if they don't have the material.
See, that's one thing. There's another game that's similar to that, Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, yes, I've heard about that.
Where you can actually steal the people's ships.
But
now,
don't you have to pay real money for those ships too?
Some of them you can buy them with the. It's hard to like the premium packages, things like that. You can. So I'm just checking something. You can go and basically get access to them. You don't buy them outright. basically you pay and you unlock them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to use in-game. I think it's in-game credits to purchase them as well.
Okay. Because I heard
So-
most of the stuff you do have to buy with in-game money, though. Or not in-game money, but real-life money.
There's a whole thing with Star Citizen, how it was a scam and things like that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep away from it. I played it. I played it early beta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, no, sorry, it just shook here. The wind's blowing a little hard.
Oh, so it shook the whole thing.
Yeah, a gust of wind came through. That's what I like to call a gust-nado.
Fair enough. It's one of them that's very itchy ear.
No worries.
It's one of them that there's a lot of controversy around it, and there still is. It's like they made a massive Kickstarter fundraiser for the game,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't deliver on what they promised.
Okay, so it's like a No Man's Sky again.
Yeah, but you're looking at millions of dollars.
Yeah.
That they managed to crowdfund. And that was just one of them, things. Just so you're aware, anyone who saw that can #not sponsored.
And that's why I covered up my McDonald's signature.
Yeah, well, I try to, like palm it like that. So you don't really see too much. Do you know what I do need to get? What you guys have in the States? A fucking beer cozy or a can cozy?
Yeah, get one. They're nice.
Just so I can slide over anything that I drink or anything.
Oh, yeah. Just make sure it's not a sponsored cozy.
Oh, no, I'd get a plain one.
Yeah, I mean... Oh.
I'm just going to turn off my camera for a moment.
Take a drink or something.
Well, something. I just don't want to broadcast it on stream.
Adult beverage.
Potentially. Yeah, so what games are you into?
Elden Ring is finally coming out with their DLC in a few months, and apparently it's going to be a whole game inside a game. And that's what I love about the Dark Souls series, is Miyazaki actually delivers and does not care what the audience tries to rush him on. He will wait years and years and keep putting it back just to make the perfect game.
Fair enough.
I do like I haven't really been playing much other games besides No Man's Sky, Red Dead, and what is it? What Elden Ring.
See, I don't have Elden Ring. Is that a game you would highly recommend?
Yes, I would. The thing is if you're not used to mechanics, it's gonna be hard for you starting off. Because
So it's like
Dark Souls has a level up system where you can level up your health, your magic, your stamina, your strength and stuff just to get certain classes and stuff. But if you want to go all out, you can level all up to 99 and use all the weapons, but you won't get much PvP action then.
Right, so you can do player versus player and PvE, player versus enemy, or NPC.
Yep, and it is multiplayer, just not cross-platform.
Okay. See, there is one game that I wish was multiplayer at the time, and that was Skyrim.
Well, there is a mod. It's called Skyrim Play Together with Friends or something, where you can actually play multiplayer Skyrim with your friends.
Yeah, but that's just downloading more crap.
Well, yeah, but it's a multiplayer mod where it actually makes Skyrim multiplayer where you can play with your friends.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look into that.
Because if you go on the Spiffing Brit hashtag Let's Collaborate sometimes on the podcast, he's an exploiter on a YouTuber.
Him and his Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, Yorkshire tea and stuff like that. Yeah, I love him. I love how he just.
I do like the Spiffing Brit. He's pretty good, yeah.
He made a YouTube video not too long ago of whoever can speedrun unaliving most of the NPCs that they can in 1 hour with friends while they were playing multiplayer Skyrim.
Well, okay. So moving on from that topic, there's been some interesting developments up in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Not Manhattan. Is it? No, it's not Manhattan. Ignore me. Massachusetts. With a court case, Karen Reed.
Okay.
There's a very good streamer that I have been watching, and I'm a part of their community called the Broken Baker.
Okay.
Him and his co-host Jamie, they are brilliant. They've been covering the case, and literally they've sucked me in. And they sucked me into this case. There is a lot of controversy surrounding this case. There's from what I've read, and like I said, these are my opinions.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a lot of corruption, a lot of police corruption and state corruption. This is my opinion. Nothing has been proven in courts as of yet. And the one from the information I have and researched myself, this woman called Karen Reed has meant to have unalived her boyfriend by hitting them with a vehicle. Now, there's been an FBI investigation into the investigation itself, and the FBI expert who did a reconstruction of the events stated that the vehicle damage and the damage to the we'll say the victim doesn't match up. It's not possible. What do you think to things like that?
They definitely might be. Sorry, allergies. They definitely might be covering something up.
Have you done any research into this case at all?
No, I just heard it before the podcast, and I haven't done much research in it. I've just read some news articles and stuff, but not much research. Sorry, I'm shaking the table with my hands moving.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys ever, he does a lot. He does streaming on YouTube. He has a whole playlist. The Karen Reed case. I will drop a link into it in a moment. Oh, welcome back, Cutie.
Welcome back.
Hello. Yeah, there's if you go through it and you go through his streams, you will, I think, come to the conclusion that there is a lot of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal belief. I think you will find that there is a lot of corruption with this case. It's Me personally, I think this case should be dismissed with prejudice, and the judge is not doing that. I think they are failing the justice system by not dismissing this case.
Okay. I'll definitely have to do some more research into that, yeah.
There was a hearing today on, I think it's a ruling of, I think it's the court ruling 17 to try and get phone records. There's a few motions of that, and by the end of today, the defense will have submitted a motion to dismiss again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm invested in this case, heavily invested in the case.
Mm-hmm.
If I just bear with me, if I go, I will link the whole playlist in the chat. Just bear with me. Playlists. I think it's this one. Bear with me. Just want to make sure I've got the right link. Yeah. I strongly recommend going and checking this playlist out. Highly recommend it. I think you will be surprised of the level of incompetence that the district attorney has. Well, not the district attorney, the state attorney. The DA's office. It is, you know, it's diabolical. It's absolutely stupid.
Yeah, definitely have to check that out. How many viewers have we got on Kick so far?
Just the one.
Just one? Okay.
Myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have the Kick widget right here because it accidentally exited out for me and it won't apply it again.
If you go to your docs,
you
should be able to relaunch it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really interesting case. I strongly recommend giving that playlist a watch. There's quite a few hours in it. But there is one that he did a live stream on, basically the Karen Reed recap. You know, go look it up. It's the injuries don't match what the prosecution are saying at all. And there's a big stink of covering things up.
Okay.
It's absolutely disgusting what's happening. So you've got the district attorney came out in a public statement, right, telling people not to witness tamper for holding signs using the First Amendment right to freedom of speech, saying free Karen Reed, and apparently that was witness intimidation.
That doesn't sound like witness intimidation to me. It sounds like what everyone else has been doing throughout the United States when they want someone free.
Yeah. But there's a lot more of it. So basically, just to give you a quick rundown, the woman. Oh, your camera's going dodgy. The woman. So Karen Reed is basically accused of unaliving her boyfriend, who was a police officer. And it's diabolical. The state doesn't have, in my opinion, the state doesn't have enough evidence to convict. 100%. The state has also not been providing legal documentation to third-party lawyers who are technically being involved. They've basically not provided information on the motions and affidavits that the judge says you shall release this information, which in court speaks means you must.
Okay.
And they've just not done that. It's absolutely diabolical. You cannot. I don't know how this judge is still sat on the bench, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that I can see. Yeah, corrupt judge or something. Judge was paid off.
Why don't people tip their delivery drivers? Because you're not in America.
Mm-hmm. And then she asked, "Can I swear on Rumble?"
On Rumble, you can type whatever you want in. I don't mind because it's in text format. It's not being live broadcasted. I've been swearing on my stream. The streams are marked not for kids, so
yeah. Say whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, and the thing is, we do talk about the hard to talk about topics here. So we do talk about controversy and things like that. And I will say, anything that we do talk about, 90% of it is our opinion, unless I bring up something on stream which I can source link and things like that.
Exactly.
But that playlist is very good. The Broken Baker, I'm one of his YouTube members, and he is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's funny. And the thing I will say about him is he makes his opinions based on the facts and evidence that has been presented within the case. He doesn't go around listening to controversy and hearsay. They make their opinions based on the evidence that's been presented.
Would you tip me if I delivered your food? No. I scare you apparently, so no. You get a 1 cent tip.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So, just so everyone's aware, when I'm streaming through StreamYard, so we're streaming directly to YouTube, and then I'm rebroadcasting the stream through OBS onto Kick, Rumble, and Twitch. So you guys can't see the comments that are coming in on the other platforms until I get it all sorted out and get licenses and things like that, and get it all figured out. Now, once I get things set up, because the hard thing is he's trying to do something like this through just OBS, so I can bring in comments and highlight things. It's difficult, but on Rumble, QDB, the court hearing seems for it really is. So when we talk to things, what we'll do, we will try to say what platform it's from.
Oh, we got 2 viewers on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, it is 100% truly fucked. See, you scared them off, Satan. But like I said, all these channels were created this week, so we're gonna start slowly. We're not gonna just immediately start one podcast and then have 1,000 views. You know, it's not how it works.
I was expecting 2 views, like that one guy, but he went away.
We do have 4 viewers on Rumble, 5 viewers on Rumble.
Oh, welcome,
Thank you, people, for stopping by and looking at the stream.
Like it. You know, follow, give us a follow.
Yeah, I gathered that, Cutie. I gathered that. You are a moderator on all our platforms, which we do appreciate very much. But yeah, this whole Karen Reed situation, honestly. So when they did a very first evidentiary sweep to gather evidence, right? They didn't see a broken piece of tail light, right? So they didn't see a red piece of tail light in snow, white snow. So red would stand out pretty much. And fair enough, it was at night when they did the very first sweep. It was dark, but if I'm not mistaken, tail lights do have a reflective coating on the interior of them, so so when you shine a light, they light up or they reflect.
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yes.
Oh. Kick has no sound.
Might want to fix that.
Bear with me. No Kick has sound. Yeah, Kick has sound. So does Twitch. It all has sound.
Yeah. It's coming through my stuff too.
Yeah, you had me panicking then. I'm like, what's going on? We checked all this beforehand. That's why we did the test stream. But yeah, so just so people are aware, the ones that are new joining in, this podcast is basically we talk about everything and everything. So it can be anything from video games to tabletop RPGs, politics, stuff that's going on with Ukraine. I haven't done any research into the Palestine stuff as of yet, but I might dig into that a little bit more. I am looking at certain court cases that I find interesting, and the one that I've just been talking about, the Karen Reed one. Oh my God, some of it is fucked.
That I would not doubt.
I did put a link in chat. There's like I say, a great guy who's covering it. Him and his co-host Jamie, the Broken Baker and Jamie, they have done a wonderful job at covering this case. But I strongly recommend you go and check them out. Give them a subscribe. You know, they're brilliant.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we should talk for that. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm just going through all of the
No worries.
all the chats to make sure we've got everyone. Yeah, everyone's okay. So trying to think. Yeah, so as I was saying, the evidence. So they didn't find this taillight in snow, right? And when the you know, and the thing is, they had a massive snowstorm that night, right? And so you think it'd be covered up, correct?
Yeah.
But when they went back to do a second evidence research, they found it on top of the snow. But they didn't find it the night when they did the first search. But what they did find was a clear piece of cocktail glass. Work that one out.
A clear piece of cocktail glass, but you can't find a car?
No, they can't find a piece of taillight, a broken piece of taillight, which is red and would stand out in snow. And if you're using flashlights or torches,
It'll reflect, yeah. And like, unless it got buried in the snow. But like, how?
But when they went to do another search after it snowed, it was found on top.
That makes no sense.
To me, sounds like evidence planting.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I can't confirm this. There's there's been allegations of it, but nothing's been confirmed. This is, like I said, it's my opinion, and I think the evidence was planted.
That I can see, yeah.
Hello, everybody that's just joined.
Hello.
We're dropping in and out. We're going up, viewers down, viewers up, viewers down, viewers. But you know, so yeah. So this whole situation is absolutely fucked. From the more I read into it, the more it feels like I'm having a stroke.
That I wouldn't doubt. That's a lot of court cases.
You know, the more I look into this whole thing, I start smelling burnt toast and having a metallic taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. Well, at least we know now it's your phone that's playing up, not us. We're good.
Exactly. Anything else that seems crazy to you?
That whole court case?
Well, I mean, besides the court case.
I'll try not to, but the more I read this court case, it feels like I'm gonna. Yeah, something that does seem interesting. Our guest that we're having on next week.
Oh yeah.
The developer of an indie horror game.
Now, did he ever tell you what the horror game was about or anything, or are we going to figure that out on stream?
I think I know what it's about. I've discussed it in detail with them, but I don't want to release any information until, you know, we have them here with us.
Okay.
They have been working on this game for some time. From my understanding, is they already had it ready to go, but now they're extending the content that they already had. They're adding more to it, and it will be good to look behind the scenes, see how something like this is done,
Mm-hmm.
and actually speak to the developer themselves.
Okay.
Obviously, we won't just be talking about that particular game, but they're going to be the focus of our investigation, shall we say.
Oh yeah. And as some of you know, he is part of the D&D group as well.
Yes, he is. He's one of he was. He's one of our players that's having to take a sabbatical to do more development stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
He's having
props
to
to
take
him.
a break from D&D to focus on his game.
Oh yeah. And props to him. I'll definitely try it when it comes out.
Well, I do have some sneaky information, which I hope he doesn't mind me sharing. There is a rumor going behind the scenes that I might be beta testing this new game because I'm very good at breaking things.
Mm-hmm. I'm good at exploiting games.
Yeah, so there's a rumor going around that that me and this developer we've talked, and I might be able to get access and do some beta testing for them. We just need to confirm things. Obviously, I'd probably end up having to sign a non-disclosure agreement. That's the reason why I'm not talking too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a funny feeling.
He can't say what's in the game or what's not. He signed an NDA.
I haven't signed anything yet.
Oh, okay.
To my knowledge, I am unaware. I've purposely not asked too many questions about it because of the potential of me testing.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming to that time where we're going to be wrapping up soon.
All right.
For those that are interested, we do have a Discord that you are all welcome to join. We will be hanging out in the Discord
Mm-hmm.
for around about 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing that up on stream.
What does that mean?
It was a thing. I think you was there for it. The party naming ceremony.
No.
No, you wasn't. I don't think you was there.
Probably not.
No, I think you was out of state.
Well, what happened?
That's something we'll discuss off camera.
Okay. I'm going to have a stroke, aren't I?
Potentially.
Oh, God.
Potentially.
This is
Anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. You can have an aneurysm on a toilet. You never know.
You could end up like an Elvis. Unaliving on the shitter.
No thanks.
I'm trying to think. Going back to games. So, what has been your favorite game to play so far, apart from Elden Ring and No Man's Sky? What is your go-to game that whenever you're bored, it can be an oldie, it can be a newie, that you quite happily just go and play?
If I want to play for nostalgic reasons, I will go back to the old Call of Duty storyline games. Like, I'll just play storyline, like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, for example. or I'll go to Modern Warfare 2 to relive my Xbox 360 days. You know, that was nice.
Mission failed. You'll get him next time.
Yeah. Get up, soldier. We are leaving. Oh, yeah,
Good old Captain Price.
I remember quoting him in high school or whatnot. Me and my friends would be like, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Why in the hell does Makarov know you?"
Yeah. Good. I think now the Activision Call of Duty line has gone downhill.
All of the studios that make Call of Duty has gone downhill. It's not just Activision anymore. It's Ravenclaw. It's fucking Treyarch as well.
They don't seem to have the same campaign storyline as what they used to. They seem to have lost the touch. That's my opinion on it. You know, some of it is okay.
Because they rely on microtransactions, and everyone knows this. That's why their player count has dropped or switched to Battlefield or something. But even then, Battlefield's count is dropping as well. 2042 is mainly filled with bots. Or was it 2099? Whatever. Yeah.
2042.
Yeah.
Is there any game that's, apart from Elden Ring, that's on your radar that you want to get?
Let me look at the upcoming games in 2024.
So you've not done any research into it to see which one you want to look into?
Well, GTA 6 is hopefully to be scheduled to release.
That's 2025.
Oh, okay. Then 2025. Yes, I want GTA 6. I would love that. I haven't been to my local GameStop recently or anything. But then again, I don't have a PlayStation 5 or anything either.
So what do you play on?
PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tomb Raider's getting remastered. Tomb Raider 1 through 3. That's nice.
Yeah, they've been talking about doing that for ages.
Yeah. Oh, it came out this year in February the 14th, apparently. Okay. Yeah. That's nice. I'd like to play the old. That's one game I really wish I could get back into is Tomb Raider. But the early on Tomb Raiders are so wonky with their controls.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of the games, you know, if I just look up here, there's a game that's been going around the YouTubes called Supermarket Simulator.
Okay.
It looks very corny, but I could see myself sinking hours into it. You're basically an owner of your own supermarket, and you're basically a cashier and a stock taker.
That's cool.
You're managing everything.
That sounds fun.
What else is coming up? There is a game that I have been looking into a little bit, which I think is an older game. Bus Simulator. Like I said, I'm big into the simulation. How about the? Have you been paying any attention to the Ark 2, Ark Survival Evolved?
No, I have not, but I have heard about it. Yes.
That is meant to be that's going to be a top AAA title game, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do not doubt that.
Also, Space Engineers. I don't know if you've ever played any of that.
No, I have not. What is that about?
So, Space Engineers is a sandboxed game where you can basically build spacecraft. Your imagination is your limitation.
Mm-hmm.
You do have actual gravity so you have Newtonian physics. So you have gravity to contend with, things like that. You can go, you can the universe is endless. You can go on planets, moons. You can mine asteroids, things like that. They have a trading system in there, which unfortunately is only server based.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you've got on your server, but you can get so many mods that make the game so much better.
Kind of like Minecraft. Okay.
So yeah, Minecraft in space.
Well, I mean,
basically.
you can download mods to make the game better.
Yeah. Well, I can't play vanilla Minecraft anymore.
Yeah, I can't either. I have to play like the servers or something on PlayStation because I just can't play it. It's boring.
Have you played any of Baldur's Gate?
No, I have not. I would love to, though.
Baldur's Gate is a fun game. Very fun.
What did it come out on? Is it just PC?
I think it's PC. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, it's on PC and PS5. Okay, so have to have a PlayStation 5 if I wanted to. Dang.
There are some games in my game library that are cursed.
Yeah, I would not doubt that. Hold up 1 second. I'm going to turn off my camera. For some fun stuff, my medicine.
Sorry, we're a little bit quiet. I'm just looking at some potential new titles.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I tell you what, I do enjoy playing in my free time. You know, just as a chill, relaxing thing. Sims 4.
Oh yeah, I haven't played Sims in forever.
I do enjoy playing the Sims.
Yeah, I have not played Sims in forever.
The Horizons Forbidden West Complete Edition is now available on Steam.
Which one?
Horizons, the new Horizons.
Is that
Forbidden
the racing
West? No, that's Forza Horizon. Horizon is the like RPG type thing.
Okay.
It was big on PlayStation.
Oh, okay. I never played it, I guess.
You're missing out. Well, unfortunately, everybody, it's come to that time.
It has come to that time.
I am sorry, my friends. It's time to say goodbye and farewell.
Farewell and thank you.
We do appreciate all of you stopping by and saying hello.
Even if you didn't chat, you just wanted to view, we appreciate that. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. Hit
Thank
that
you. Do
follow
all
button
them
or
nice
something.
things.
Share it with your friends.
The VODs will be available for you replay crews. We all know how sometimes you don't always have the time to stop by for a stream. So the VODs will be made public as soon as we are done, I think. Well,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
make them public as soon as we're done and they've processed everything. And unfortunately, we are going to say goodbye and thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And we will see you next week with our special guest. We're going to keep it secret, the developer.
The developer. Be prepared.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.